Hello, everyone. My name is Noah James Gonzalez. Friends and families call me Nonong Gonzalez, a name given to me by my grandpa, which I like, and a name which established my identity. I invite you, together with my mom Angelia, Grandma Nancy, Tita Gian, and my grandpa Jimmy, to come travel with me as I journey around the world to see the beautiful places, its people and culture, and taste its native delicacies. This is the town of Ravensstratter. It's now the border of England, Cumbria, England. We just passed the sign there. I miss it. So we are now entering Cumbria in England. We just left Scotland. And we are right on schedule. Estimated time of arrival in Heathrow Airport is 4:16 in the afternoon. And our flight is the following day. Today is March 18, 2020, and we are driving back from Scotland, Edinburgh, Scotland, back to Heathrow Airport in London because we need to take our flight back home from Heathrow Airport. Last night, we tried to confirm our ticket uh, that we're leaving from Edinburgh to LA with a layover in New York. But unfortunately, the airline had told us that all flights from Edinburgh, Scotland, was cancelled, and they will only have one airport, a big airport, and that is Heathrow and London. And we have no choice but to drive back to London, and we are supposed to be on a flight now, 9:30, but unfortunately, because of this pandemic, this crisis, coronavirus, they have to take precaution. we want to take this opportunity to thank that airline representative because she went out of her way to arrange our flight out of London. And as much as we have already no way of going what to do to be home in LA, because the earliest flight is March 26th, and we don't want to be stuck up here in London. So she really spent a lot of time arranging, and finally, thank God, she was able to got one flight for us with the whole family, because we already heard the stories that families had been separated from the airlines. One husband in another flight, and the other, and the kids and the wife in another flight. That was very, very, very disappointing. So, thank you for that Virgin Atlantic Air representative who helped us, and that we were able to have to take this flight. We have to drive back, and then our flight actually is March 19, the following day. And what we did is that to get a reservation for the hotel right inside the airport, the terminal. They have it, our Aerotel, something like that, where instead of waiting on the tarmac and the lobby, you can have a room, you can have a shower, and breakfast and everything. So it's very convenient for a family like ours. So we were able to take a good rest the following day. We have an uneventful flight from London Heathrow to JFK Airport and New York, our layover. But on JFK Airport in New York, it was deserted. The runway, all I can see, had very, very little plane there. Taxi, all the planes are in the taxiing or parking and the runway, and the terminal is seems to me is isolated. They don't allow us when we touch down on the New York. We have to disembark 10 person every group, because in the tube they are taking the temperature, interviewing people. Do they have signs and symptoms, something like that? So we are very, very delayed, and we have to have a connecting flight to LA. And unfortunately, that was my first time at airport, where you land on one terminal and you take a bus to another terminal, and then something like that. I don't know. It was a very unusual situation, probably because of the crisis. And LAX, the same thing happened, but this time they are more strict regarding the quarantine. They interview passenger very meticulously, and that they we understand what they're doing. This is a very serious crisis, and in fact, very scared because I have a cough and a runny nose, but no fever and no shortness of breath for in the past 3 days while we are in London. And also Noah, the same thing, have a cough and something like that. It's like a flu-like symptom, but I was observing them very closely, and no, fortunately, no high-grade fever, no shortness of breath, and I was just thinking that it was just ordinary flu, but just the same, after we arrived home, we self-quarantine, and we never, very seldom go out on the house except when we need to go. Uh, very important things to do. But uh, I'm very happy and glad that I, we don't have a virus. That I can say very clear because right now April 15. We're in good health. Everything is very everybody is very healthy. So, but that was scary. When as I pause here, I hope you enjoy our ride. Don't forget to watch my next episode, and please hit the red subscribe button below, for it means so much for me. Until next time, thank you so much.